Hello everyone, welcome again to the channel. Today I want to share with you some stories, international stories. Some of them are related to Ukraine's conflict and some other are related mostly to United States and their allies. And some, so let's get started. The first one is this one that says a recovery conference. US urges allies to help Ukraine meet immediate needs. And this conference was in Switzerland, and the conference is on Ukraine's future reconstruction efforts. Well, they say Ukrainian officials put the price tag for the country's recoveries for the war once it ends at 750,000 million US dollars, and they say they want some of the funds to come from Russia's frozen foreign currency reserves. And then the US ambassador to Switzerland says all of us must also deliver on our commitments to provide Ukraine its immediate and urgent needs. So they say that the United States has pledged to send 7,500 million of economic aid that will go directly to the Ukrainian government, and they are giving it like in installments. Last week they sent 1,300 million in economic aid, and then it was they mentioned this that I thought it was interesting that, remember the 40,000 million in aid package that was supposed to be sent for Ukraine, that is only until the end of September 30, because after September 30 starts another fiscal year. So they say this means that the US is likely to already preparing another massive aid package for Ukraine. So where to start? This is troublesome for a number of reasons. First of all, they are having conferences on their reconstruction efforts for Ukraine, but there is no effort to have some peace talks. So how are they going to reconstruct Ukraine if they are not focusing on stopping the destruction of Ukraine? So that is just very illogical, very nonsensical, but that's how the Western powers work. And these 750,000 million US dollars, that is just nonsense. I several times I made this video claiming that Ukraine is known for its corruption. So a lot of this money that is going to be used for the reconstruction, or even this money that they say is going to be used for urgent needs, so that means all the money that goes directly to the Ukrainian government, that is going to be, basically stolen. Corruption is rampant in Ukraine, and maybe a lot of people don't know this, but this is the case. I just think this is very stupid. It's cheaper to negotiate for peace instead of sending more weapons, but they don't seem interested to do it. That's my opinion. Then again, this story, which I already reported about it, but it seems like a lot of people forget the fact that NATO membership is not only one stage process. They still need to be confirmed by each government in their parliament or whatever instance legally they need. So I already made 2 videos about this, and Turkey recently just confirmed that they will not allow Sweden and Finland to join if they don't fulfill the points of the deal. In the last video I talked about this particular topic, saying that according to the conditions set by Turkey and the legislation and statements coming from both Sweden and Finland, this deal will never be fully completed. This is my opinion, but there is ample evidence of this, because the things that Turkey wants, Sweden and Finland already say they are not going to do. So number one, both Sweden and Finland say they are not going to extradite citizens of their own country, and that includes already maybe some citizens that might be considered terrorists. I don't know exactly. And also there is the declaration that they cannot extradite people to another country if they suspect that they are going to be subjected to torture, or if they will be condemned to death penalty. I already mentioned that Turkey has interest in imposing or reimposing the death penalty, so that will close the deal absolutely. So this is only confirmation of what I already mentioned. This is a recent news that I was not very much aware of. They say Finland seized over 800 Russian freight cars, over the EU sanctions. They seized these railway cars that belong to Russian companies, either targeted by EU sanctions or dealing with indirect consequences of sanctions. Then they say that all this amounts to about 84 million and includes assets of dozens of Russian and Belarusian individuals and legal entities, including transportation firms. So one more point in escalation. That's how it's going. And then this latest news that comes from Paris, this Israeli Prime Minister Yair Lapid continues with this stupid rhetoric, nonsensical thing that they say that Iran has violated the 2015 nuclear deal known as JCPOA, which is already invalid because the United States withdrew from it. So regardless if the deal is no longer valid from the legal international point of view, they still want to use this argument. And even if officially Iran is not bound by this deal, they still continue to comply with most of the items on this deal. So just they continue to accuse Iran of being a threat to everyone and being able to produce nuclear weapons and put in jeopardy everyone in the world. This is how Israel wants to frame it. And just take a look at this last statement, which is very ridiculous and very cynical from the part of Israel. They say this Israeli Defense Minister Benny Gantz says, "In the last months, we have identified the most significant Iranian military presence in the area. In the past decade, it is a direct threat to international trade, energy supply, and the global economy." Really. So let's take a look at what happened. Actually, Iran's presence in the region could be the response to Israeli attacks on Iranian ships in the Red Sea. Last year, the Wall Street Journal reported that Israel attacked at least a dozen ships in the Red Sea between 2019 and March 2021. So, it's always the same story. It follows exactly the same pattern. They attack someone, and when this country or entity responds, they say, "Oh, they are attacking us. Help us! They are attacking us. We're innocent." It's really so ridiculous. The Israeli state is very cynical, very hypocritical. That's what it is. This one is around the same topic, but this one comes from United States. Robert Malley is saying that now there is Iran is about to build a bomb. They could build a bomb within weeks. But they forget that to make a nuclear weapon, Iran will need 90% enriched uranium, which is also called weapons-grade uranium, and the estimates are for around 15 kilograms for such uranium per weapon, and Iran has not a single gram. This is already proven, but they continue to play the same story every time. Is Israel and United States are one and the same in this. They have the same plan, the same playbook. They are very hypocritical, very cynical in their objectives. They just want to frame it as if Iran is some kind of threat for the world when they are actually the opposite. They are the ones who are threatening the world. I was also aware of this story. I think it was earlier in the year. There is this company that sells ice cream. The name of the company is Ben & Jerry, and they are owned by this company, which is a global company that is called Unilever. And they decided that they don't want to sell their ice cream in Israel, especially in the West Bank, because in the West Bank is occupied Palestinian territory, and they decided we don't want our ice cream to be sold there. And then the response was for Unilever to sell the company, and they're going to sell the company to an Israeli company that is called American Quality Products. That is so funny, that it's an Israeli company, but it's called American Quality Products. It's just probably some kind of naming strategy, and they want to continue selling ice cream in Israeli settlements, which are considered illegal under international law. So that's very, very sneaky move from Unilever. They want to be able to do this, and apparently they say the deal has been already closed, so there's nothing that they can be done, but probably if they are being sued in court, they will have to do something about it. I just think this is very, very, very stupid. Even about ice cream, they want to make it some kind of a stupid move to defend the Israeli state, which is constantly violating international law. I don't like this, but I support Ben & Jerry. I think they're doing the right thing. They were even criticized as being anti-Semite and all that, but they're just trying to do the right thing, but they're being criticized for that. So that's my opinion. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section. And as always, I ask you to please like this video, share it in social media, and subscribe to the channel. I hope to see you again very soon. Thank you for watching.